Want to know how to fly around before defeating the end dragon? How about becoming completely invincible in your Minecraft world? These are 34 Minecraft facts that you didn't know existed. Dolphins are one of the smartest animals in the world, and this trait seamlessly carries over into Minecraft. By generously feeding a dolphin fish, you will find that it will guide you to the nearest underwater chest, and you also get to make a new friend. Your trident will always come back, as long as you have the loyalty enchantment equipped. However, if you are to throw your trident with a full inventory, it will just fly away, or it will come back and do whatever this is. Bees in Minecraft actually work very similar to how they work in real life. Not only do they get very upset if you get near their hive, once a bee stings you, they actually leave their stinger inside your body. Now that makes me uncomfortable. This underwater fact might just save your life. If you're being swarmed by mobs and are unable to sleep, try heading into an ocean or a river. If you were to swim to the bottom, the game actually allows you to place and sleep in your bed. It even creates a little air bubble for you to breathe, somehow. Seeing a fish out of water is kinda sad, honestly. However, to brighten up the mood, if you place slime blocks beneath them, they can end up reaching heights of up to 18 blocks. Now that's kinda funny. Aw, this baby panda is so cute. But I bet you didn't know they have a chance of sneezing up a slime ball. Yeah, maybe they aren't so cute after all. Looking for an easy way to find netherite? Use X-ray. I'm kidding. Kind of. All you need is a fire resistance potion, a few blocks, and grindstone. Once jumping into the lava, place your blocks, then the grindstone beside it. Swimming underneath will reveal every single block under the lava pool. And hey, sometimes you might get lucky. Have you recently gotten a new pet axolotl, however have no name tag to solidify him as your pet? You can simply scoop him up in a bucket and change his name in an anvil. Oh, and no axolotls were harmed in the making. Enchanting can be very frustrating when you get the enchant you clearly don't want. However, the key to fixing this is a wooden hoe. No, I'm serious. Turns out, if you enchant any useless item at a level 1 enchant, it actually resets the entire list of enchants. So now you'll be spending less time at that super slow zombie farm. Sometimes this meter isn't the best indicator on how low your durability is. However, I have come along with a solution. Well, I mean, I didn't make this, I only found it. Pressing F3 and H at the same time shows exactly how much durability is left on your tool. So no more breaking your good pickaxes. If you look super closely at the end crystals, the letters on all sides of them spell out Mojang. Besides just looking absolutely amazing, honey blocks actually have a very useful feature. They're actually slightly smaller than every other block in the game, allowing you to shoot your bow right in between them, creating a very odd but useful wall of defense. Ha, you'll never be able to get me. If you've ever been hanging around a campfire, you've noticed the smoke is kinda lackluster, only lasting up to 10 blocks before fading away. However, placing a hay bale beneath the campfire increases the smoke up to 25 blocks, making a wonderful camping experience. If you're anything like me, you find yourself in sticky situations often. However, once you join a world, you have a few seconds of invincibility, meaning if you leave and rejoin quick enough, you can get yourself out of any dire situation. Swift Sneak is a very useful enchantment. However, first off, why do you put the enchantment on leggings and not boots? That makes no sense to me. Anyways, did you know that if you run and jump into your sneak, you can travel up to 35% faster? Yeah, bet you didn't. If you're walking through the forest and find a furry little friend, you can actually drop them your sword and they will pick it up. Meaning if they attack while holding your sword, it will deal the same amount of damage as the sword, turning the fox into the new apex predator. Ever since the addition of elytras, most players play the game completely different. Although a widely unknown fact is you don't actually need to defeat the ender dragon to obtain an elytra. The end islands are actually located 1,000 blocks away from the main island, meaning if you have a flying machine in a dream, you can get an elytra before endgame. The shield has to be one of the most useful items in the game. However, this fact makes them even more overpowered. If you were to go through a nether portal while holding right click, you will be permanently blocking in the overworld, allowing you to attack and sprint while deflecting anything the mobs have to throw at you. Have you ever noticed when spawning a wither, the sky actually becomes darker? Of course not, because we all spawn them underground. However, if you were to spawn them above ground, you will notice that the sky and the clouds will become a few shades darker. Piglins can be very aggressive mobs. However, one thing you probably didn't know is if a group of them hunt down a hoglin together, there's a small chance they'll all do a little dance. Okay, pop quiz. What do you think is the best item to defeat mobs? Is it a sword? Maybe an axe or a trident? Well, you are all completely incorrect, because it's actually the boat. Just by placing it down on the ground and leading a mob into it, they're completely helpless, allowing you to do, well, whatever you want really. Do you want a way to trap that one friend that's not so good at the game? If you cover a lava pool with string, the nearby players won't be able to hear the lava, giving you an opportunity to trap that one kind of player. Are you trying to make the
ultimate railway system,
but don't have enough gold? Don't worry, we've totally all been there. However, by putting a pig with a saddle inside your minecart, it completely gets rid of the need for powered rails. If collecting colored wool the normal way is just too cool for you, heading over to a woodland mansion will add another level of challenge. Each woodland mansion can hold up to 13 different naturally spawning wool colors, and maybe while you're there you can collect some totems. Have you ever been strolling through a cave and heard one of those creepy cave sounds? Well, believe it or not, they aren't random. By pressing the F3 button at the bottom of your screen, it will reveal your mood, which increases the longer you're underground and lowers whenever you get close to a light source. When it finally reaches 100% is when said creepy noise will play. There is a super simple way on getting more inventory space without using a shulker. If you simply turn on touchscreen mode, you can place your 4 extra items in your crafting slots. However, this feature was patched in 1.19, so unless you play on a version before that, I just wasted your time. Are you wasting all your fireworks flying around with your elytra? Well, stop right now. I have a tip for you. After taking off, if you fly around at roughly a 45-degree angle, you will build enough momentum to fly around forever. You can even eliminate using fireworks altogether by getting your start in the ocean with a trident. Speaking of the ocean, campfires are often overlooked as a method of cooking food. With the craft recipe only consisting of 1 piece of coal, the campfire will be lit permanently. Being able to cook 4 items at once while only taking 30 seconds is actually faster than using a furnace. Or you can just go get fire aspect. Zombies are by far the most common mob in the game, also the most stupid. However, being overrun can actually be very scary. That fact is scarier now knowing that every night has a 10% chance of spawning a literal zombie apocalypse. Cauldrons are useless. Besides this one fact, if you're ever trying to spice up your wardrobe, you can actually wipe the dye off your leather armor using a cauldron. And here's me thinking they had no use. If you dry your sponge in the nether, like a loser, you should try this. If you place wet sponge in a furnace with lava as your fuel source, not only will you receive your dried sponge, but the water from said sponge actually goes into the empty bucket. Yeah, the nether's still faster. If for some reason a donkey is your favorite way to get around your world, well, it shouldn't be. Minus the fact that we have horses and elytras, llamas are just simply a better option. With the chance of having up to 15 inventory slots, they can also walk in a line of up to 10 llamas. Now that's a lot of storage. If you're a crazy person, you want your copper blocks to stay its beautiful brown color. Using the honeycomb item, you can actually wax any copper block, leaving you with this forever. This secret feature allows you to jump from any height without taking damage. Placing down and or landing on berry bushes actually cushion your fall. Besides the fact of it being a bit prickly, you can jump from crazy heights and live to tell the tale.